Okay, I'm Michael Crosby. I'm running for office in California. I'm currently listed running for lieutenant governor, actually governor as well. And I'm also an active candidate for the White House coming up. Now I want to talk about the Arkansas California water project. Actually, it's the Arkansas Louisiana California water project. This is a big one. This is a very hard problem. And I'm not quite ready to meet the press with this, but I want to come out and tell some people what I'm doing. Because this is up on the table. California is facing lots of problems here. A possible mega-drought. Here's the problem. If you don't get large quantities of water back into California, then you can't change the weather patterns. And going someplace else in California and sucking that area dry doesn't help the problem. It ends up rolling more dice on that question of mega-drought. So basically I'm looking at, well, what are the good points? We've got a green aspect. The Gulf area has sea life just being devoured by all the silt that's going out there. So this is a green thing, actually. If you can reduce the amount of water by 3%, most people would say, well, that's a drop on the bucket. But it's a beginning. It's actually one little step forward to repairing the problems that are being done to sea life in the Gulf. Now there's some other good points. I'm sure that people both in Arkansas and Louisiana would be interested in selling some water. They have lots of it. Economically, it would make sense. I like the idea of saying, hey, let's turn this into a permanent fund so that every citizen of Arkansas and Louisiana would get a proportionately reasonable amount of money right straight into their wallets. I really like that idea. That part's interesting. But it's a large project. You know, I'm looking at numbers and it's still not quite coming out. You know, there's some areas where the numbers look good for profit. But this is going to take multiple state cooperation. It's going to take cooperation from the federal government. Another item on the bonus side is it gives us a chance to do something to restructure the water system in the entire state of California, in which basically we'd have a chance to restore the Owens Valley. And I'm actually committed to that. I want to restore the Owens Valley because that would be adding 1/3 more growing land effectively for the state of California. We would be making vast areas green again, and that's exactly what we need to do if we're going to stave off a mega-drought. We have to do massive greening in order to restructure the ecological damage that has been done from the natural weather patterns that we have here in the state. I mean, we have less and less and less water. It has to be replaced. So this is something that I do have on the table. And logically, the only way to bring large quantities of water from elsewhere where they're clearly available is to go all the way to Arkansas and Louisiana. Because this is one of the few areas where massive quantities of water are doing ecological damage. It's clearly available. So I plan to keep people posted on this, but unfortunately, I just don't have enough staff to keep working forward as fast as I'd like to on this particular project because it is an immense project. And I'm still being bogged down by lots of other mysterious problems. But I guess that's just the nature of a campaign. But I'm very committed to really looking at this because I like the idea of making a new permanent fund for California, a new permanent fund for Arkansas, and a new permanent fund for Louisiana. Oh, there's also the aspect that we can do something else. We might be able to do something with Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona as well. If we can get all the states on the same page at the same time and bring the federal government in, we can build a lot more green areas all the way west. Thank you.